Almost every trainer I interview has followed in the footsteps of a family member, but not many are from a racing dynasty as successful as Richard Rees is.
We go back a long way. Grandad started in the early 60s, I believe, and yeah, it's just gone from there.
And so here at this kennel, you must have been literally running around as a toddler, were you?
Yeah, no, I was here as a kid, yeah, playing with the sawdust and all that, making a mess, as you do. Still do now.
And what do you remember about your granddad training here?
He was very strict. I can remember he'd be old school, strict, you know, like everything had to be done to the T. That's what I remember about him. When I was younger, he'd get me out of school, or when I'd weekends off of school, I'd be helping him, and he'd make you do it. Yeah, he was strict, but old school.
And then your dad took over. How did that all transpire?
Yeah, Grandad retired in '78, and my dad took over, and completely different outlook on work to my granddad. But no, that was it. He just carried on. Then I came and worked for him, and it just went from there.
The Derby win in 1976, Mutt Silver, was that the pinnacle of your granddad's career?
Yeah, that would definitely be his pinnacle. I mean, he won lots of races, but that was obviously it's the pinnacle of everyone's. But yeah, I can remember listening to it on the radio indoors. It was on the radio. So yeah, he had two in it. One that he reared at home, and obviously Mutt Silver that won it. But yeah, I can remember it. It was good.
And then obviously your dad then emulated that and won the Derby in 1985 with Pagan Swallow. Do you remember that even better?
Yeah, I can remember that as clear as a bell. Rainy night, bit of trouble at the third bend, and he come round the outside. Yeah, I can remember that. It was a good night as well.
Everybody talks about wanting to win the Derby when you're a trainer, but having been there twice with it in your family, you know, how much does it mean? How can you put it into words?
There is no other race like it. And obviously, if I could, not that I would ever would, but it would be a dream come true. But I think it's every trainer's dream to win the Derby. So
many other successes, as we can see evident here at your kennel. Any that stand out for you?
No, there's been so many. All the Springboks that we've won. No, I suppose for me, the Grand National, the Victoria Falls. Obviously, but you're still involved with the older ones, so no, there's so many, there's too many to name, too many.
I remember that Victoria Falls night. You really enjoyed it. It wasn't expected win, was it?
No, wasn't expected. We knew we'd be in front somewhere, but we didn't know where, and to go that far clear and then just hold on, it was more of a shock, I think, but it was great. It was great.
And all these old photos and jackets and plaques you've got at your kennel as I come in, and it's like a wow experience. It's just your everyday life. This is your life, how you've been brought up.
Yeah, this is it. It's all we know. It's just part and parcel.
Your wife Jackie works here with you. Is this something that's going to carry on into your next generation?
Nah, they're all horse mad. They come and help. The girls come and help. The boys got no interest at all, but the girls come and help. They enjoy it, but they're more into the bigger four-legged things.
Well, Jackie, how did you meet Richard?
I came to work at the kennels when I was 15, worked for Richard's dad. Richard came a few years after, so we met through the dogs, yeah.
And that was all because your parents were involved in greyhound racing?
Yes, yeah, they had dogs here, yeah.
Do you like it? Do you like being involved with greyhounds?
I absolutely love it, yeah, it's in our blood, yeah.
Obviously, long hours, lots of difficulties in the sport, but is it a nice lifestyle as a family?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, we still talk about it when we get home. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And what is it like working for Richard and for your husband?
Yeah, that's a difficult question. Yeah, I'm the boss, really.
Who was the better trainer, your granddad, your dad, or you?
I think me dad. I don't know, it's a hard question. I'm definitely not. Because I work with me dad, I don't know, they're two different people, but they both got the same result, so it's hard to split.
And obviously you must have learnt so much from them over the years. Is there anything that you've kind of chosen to do it a different way at all?
No, nothing at all. Everything's the same, because it worked then and it works now. Like I say, if you've got the dogs, if you've got the good dogs, they perform for you. If you've got the graders. They perform for you as long as they do their best and you get the best out of them. Then I'm happy.
Your kennel were recently represented at the GBGB Awards with Anne winning the Kennel Hand of the Year, which is a really prestigious prize because there are so many good kennel hands in the country. Why was she a deserved winner, do you think?
I think because she started here in 1966, I think it was. She worked for my granddad, my dad. She's had 2 Derby winners go for her hands, countless classic winners. I think it was well deserved, and she's still in at 6 o'clock every morning now. And I'll try and make her slow down, but she won't.
And so many fantastic kennel hands in this country, I'm sure you know that. How proud were you to win Kennel Hand of the Year award?
Very, very proud. Very proud. Couldn't believe it, actually. Don't know that I deserved it, but lots of people said I did, and lots of people voted for me, which I really do appreciate all the votes.
There are a lot of hard-working people out there, and there'll be kennel hands up and down the country watching this. What does make a good kennel hand, in your opinion?
Dedication, and obviously you've got to love the dogs and the hours, and not for the money. We do it for the love of the dogs, and really, really do, you know. Just love them. We give them a lot of care. We try and make them happy, and I think if you've got happy dogs, they perform for you. It's as simple as that. If you're not nice to them or feed them well, which the Reeses have always fed their dogs very, very well, you'll get results. It's as simple as that, really, and make them happy.
And they do seem happy here. You're possibly the only kennel hand in the country that's worked for 3 generations of one family. What's it been like over the years?
Amazing, really. I haven't really noticed all the years gone by. I haven't. Yeah, they're amazing. Amazing family, the Reeses. Always have been, yeah. And always looked after us. They always look after their staff. They really do look after their staff.
So who was the best boss, Grandad, Dad, or current Richard?
Well, Richard's a very good boss, and his dad was. But when his granddad was here, we won everything that you could possibly win, and his granddad got top trainer of the year 3 times in a row. So he took the trophy, and it was an amazing time, you know. And obviously racing's not what it was years and years ago, and you just make do with what you've got. So I'd love to win the Derby, be here for Richard to win the Derby, and then I will retire.
What has been your best moment, the highlight of your career here?
Shady Parachute, a little dog called Borney's Rocket, was a very low grader at Wimbledon, and he went on to win the Springbok at White City, which that was good. And then a little bitch called Short Wonder, she was very ill when we got her, and she was in the sick range down the road and came back and won the Puppy Oaks, yeah. So, yeah, there's so many amazing things. I've got a bag in there and it's full up with everything, you know, memories, so I really couldn't tell you.
And there's still more memories to make, hopefully.
I hope so, yeah. I'd love for him to win the Derby.
She's done well to put up with you on the evidence I've seen today. You give her a bit of grief, don't you?
Oh yeah, no, you've got to. You've got to give her a bit of grief, but she loves it. She loves it. Wouldn't have it any other way. If there was no grief, she'd know there's something wrong.
And on a serious note, how much does it mean to you to have somebody so experienced that you can trust so much?
Oh, means well, because staff, I've got her, I've got Christine, they're brilliant. You can't do this job without proper staff. And that is the truth. It's nothing to do with it. I've got the easy part, they got the hard part.